was rejected. Even though the political parties all embraced the generous asylum policies, there was, at least on a local level, those who dissented. In a town called Sjöbo, in Sweden's southernmost landscape, the opposition was strong towards letting the destructive force of mass immigration reach it. In 1997, town councillor Sven-Olle Olsson had introduced a bill in the council that would let the people of the municipality have a referendum whether they'd allow refugees to come there or not. The bill passes in the town council, and the following year, at the same time as the parliamentary elections, there is a referendum on the issue. In the vote, 67% of the population there voted against receiving refugees. The Center Party, which Olsson was the local head of, increased its voter share by 50%. On the national level, this matter gets a different treatment, however. He wanted to introduce a bill at the yearly national meeting of his party to limit the countrywide refugee reception. Olsson had been heavily smeared in mass media because of his opposition to the asylum policies, and there was great pressure on the Center Party to have him removed. His bill was rejected at the meeting, and on the 5th of October 1988, he is expelled from the party. As reason, they cite a pamphlet that was published about Sjöbo being a role model for democracy. The 1990s saw a ruthless campaign by government and mass media against the country's immigration opponents, and no one event was as large a violation of human rights as what took place at Brottby near Stockholm in January of 1998. There had been a number of white power concerts in Sweden lately, and the government decided it wanted to put an end to them, fearing these would galvanize the resistance towards the country's extremely generous asylum policies. They received word that a big concert was going to be held near Stockholm on the 3rd of January. Pursuing the usual suspects, the Stockholm police halts buses on their way to the concert, searching the people heading there. They confiscate clothes that contain hate speech in print, as well as investigating the tickets for the concert. Eventually, the police catches on to where the concert is going to be held, in a small town outside of Stockholm. Several hundred police officers are taken from their regular duties and positioned outside the premises, while the concert is going on inside. The people inside realize the police is going to charge the concert, so some people start barricading the exits. Police officers in civilian clothing inside the premises also start attracting the attention of the people present. After the concert has been going on for a while, the police storms the building in a brutal manner. They swing their nightsticks around at the audience, hitting men as well as women. One woman is reported to have suffered a miscarriage as a consequence of police brutality that night. A few people start to defend themselves against the police, among other things with a fire extinguisher, something that would result in them being charged with rioting afterwards. An American band is present at the concert and suddenly gets thrown down from the stage to the floor. 4 Americans are arrested, out of which 2 would be found guilty of hate crimes for having performed Nazi salutes.
They wanted to keep me for further observation there. I had a little time in the jail there, just for saluting. I think it's crazy.
After the police has taken control of the building with nightsticks and tear gas, all 314 people present are arrested and booked for suspected hate crimes for attending the concert. 25 people would be prosecuted and 15 would eventually be found guilty of hate crimes for salutes and similar expressions. A couple of teenagers are even sentenced to prison for nothing more than this. Only a small minority would suffer any real legal consequences for attending the concert, but everyone present would face extrajudicial punishment. They've been registered as having been there through the arrest protocols, and this information would make its way into the political files of left-wing extremists and be used in various ways by the government as well. Some faced problems with employment because of this. The trade unions and Marxist activists persecuted them and tried to get them fired from their jobs, in many cases successfully.